I wouldn't. If anyone touches my daughter, if I know who the person and where that person lives, I'll deal with that person. I will go to prison. I'll deal with that person. Because I know our government is hopeless. They're not going to do anything. That person will just get a couple of years. So we men, it's about time that we stand up for our families. You know, at some stage I was a Muslim. You know, Quran teaches us that when you're a man, let me tell you, for your family. That's why Islam tells you that when you're a Muslim man, should have a gun in your house. Yeah. Not a gun to rob or to kill. Protect your family.
Yeah.
They say you must protect your family. I wouldn't. If that was my daughter, I love my daughter to bits. Let me tell you, I don't care who it is, whether you're a celebrity or you've got money or you're Mr. So-and-so, I will take you down. Do you understand what I'm saying? I would have. So it shocked me that nothing was done. Nothing was done. Because I heard this many years ago, probably 15, 16 years ago. They made it sound like Khonzi was raped by a stranger, someone else.
I think they spoke about this story on the show, and they were saying it was a weekend where she was gone, and then they claimed that she was raped, and then on top of that, next thing she, Pauline, saw the family of that guy, her children's father, come to basically say that she's pregnant for our child.
So now read between the lines. Who's the rapist? I'm asking you.
I mean,
after that story.
Yeah, that story was actually on the show.
No. Is it coffee break? What is happening here? The story that you heard? Can you please repeat that?
Yeah, no, on the show, she did say that the
I hardly watched that show.
Happened it was a weekend, you know, she wasn't home, and then came back and claimed, you know, that she was sexually assaulted, and the next thing, she just heard that, she saw the family coming.
Which family did she mention? The family?
Baby daddy's family, yeah.
Did she mention which family?
I don't know. Was it her husband or a baby daddy?
It was her husband.
Okay, so her husband's family, yeah.
So who do you think? Okay, between the two of us, come on, let's be realistic.
I mean,
if you were a judge, no, come on, don't. You were a judge.
I mean,
you were a judge. Look, come on,
it's not looking good. But
how does it look to you?
No, of course.
I mean, I'm going to
anybody that is watching,
listen.
I don't want to be quoted.
No, you don't.
Blogs will be saying Owamie said.
No. But listen. It doesn't take a genius. From what I heard, what you just said. Look, my dear, it doesn't take a genius to figure this out. They were not at home. They went to a party. There was a party, blah, 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 blah. And when they came back, where was Khonzi when she was raped? Where was she staying? At their place. So who raped her? At Pauline's place. Was she at Pauline's place? I don't know the story. She said, that's what she said?
Yes, she said.
Now, okay. She was at Pauline's place.
She did, I think, say she was staying with her, yeah.
So who came in and raped her? Food for thought.
Yeah, food for thought.
It could be. So when Pauline left, went to the party, and then she came back, who was at home? Which man was at home? Who did she leave Khonzi with?
I mean, I think the story that she was talking about was it's Khonzi that went out for a weekend. Not that she left. They
were just trying to cover up. And then she got raped. Read between the lines. People, I want the public to tell us. Read between the lines.
And now the question that I would have is that, did Khonzi give up the child, or was the child taken from her?
The child was taken from her. And, the worst thing is, Owamie, Blondie Makhene hasn't got a backbone as a father, as a man. He hasn't got a backbone. They know who the culprit is. I want to go back to that one. They know who the culprit is. The rapist, I should call him. They know very well. I mean, the baby was born out of that rape. Who is the father of this boy? That's it. The rapist is the father of this boy. Who is the father of this boy? You understand what I'm saying? Me being the father, why didn't he step up and say no? But he had to protect the man's identity, because the man comes from this family, which I won't mention. But he knows, if he's going to watch this, he knows who I'm talking about. And they know exactly who I'm talking about. But I don't want to mention his name.
But now, I think as we're talking, something came to my mind. And the thing that came to my mind is, growing up, I grew up watching Latoya on television. I don't know how much they were paying, but she was definitely getting paid. Was she still staying at home, or she had her own place? And I mean, I know that life happens, and I'm not even trying to be insulted.
Yeah, mishaps happen.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Life happens, and life can happen to anybody,
Absolutely.
But now, I think that the part that I honestly don't understand is, how does she go from being this actress of so many years, making however much money she has made? I mean, she's also a musician, which means she must have also made some money there as well.
No, in the music industry, she never
has
made
not.
it.
Okay, so let's say like with the acting and everything.
Acting, yeah.
Like, what happened there? For her to end up now home again, like, I don't know.
Yeah, she's been Latoya's been doing drugs for long. For long, she's been doing drugs. That's why I always go back, refer to that, what Lebu said. Whether people believe it or not, Owamie, I'm not here to convince anyone. Get me? I'm not here to convince anyone to believe what I'm saying. You understand? If I was in court, I would say, help me, God. That's why I said, help me, God. All these things that are coming out of my mouth is nothing but the truth. She blew it. She should be on that program. And the father, Blondie Makhene. I've never, to be quite honest, I've never reached that point where I really made a lot of money. I did make money, but it was like a salary. When you make enough money to survive, to live, you can afford a car, you can afford a house.
Yeah, that's true.
You understand? You're not running a business and then become a millionaire. I was on that level, but not the level of Blondie Makhene and the daughter, Latoya. They hit that level. Blondie hit that level. Couple of millions, probably. He hit that level. I could see. That he's there. He could be somewhere there. You understand? But yeah, she did make quite a bit. But probably she was extravagant, very extravagant. Probably an extravagant It's called the America's cup of coffee. The America's cup of coffee that will suck you dry. Do you understand? Even up to now, she's still doing the America's cup of coffee with all the 250 grand. America's cup of coffee.
Which 200?
Okay, we'll get, but let's go. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, are we? Okay, it's just that I'm trying to figure out where do we go from here, you understand? Where to touch, where, because there's a lot of things happened. So, you mean we'll just go back and forth?
Yes, we'll just go back and forth.
Okay.
Let's just hear. You speak of 250,000. I mean, that's a lot of money. I wish I could just get 250,000 right now. Where is that money coming from?
And she boasted, I saw one of the articles where she says it was her show, meaning that she's entitled to that.
Wait, so the show paid 250,000?
Yes, but what Blondie Makhene did, I think nobody told me this. They used Latoya because of her track record to get this. That's why she said in one of the articles, I've got it on the phone if you want to see it. She said it's my show. She said it was her show, Latoya. So they used Latoya as a front to get in there. They knew that if they have a reality show, Latoya, reality show will say, yeah, bring on board and pop out that money. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So was the money now shared equally?
No. How can it be shared equally? Probably it went into her account. She knocked them. Because even Khonsi was complaining to me. Khonsi said to her sister, Pauline, I was outside and I heard her saying, Pauline, can I please have some cash? When am I getting my cash for the show? You understand? Then they started arguing. So no, I want my cash. I was listening. They were not talking to me. Then I want my cash.
But has things changed at home where you can see that, hi, Mama, Pauline, all the people that were on the show, they have money now, including your brother?
No, nothing has changed. The questions that you're asking me, they're on point. I love those questions. Nothing changed. All I see when I look at them, I don't know, maybe it's because I have this eye, this spiritual eye. I can see right through, I see things that I'm not supposed to see. Sometime I'll tell you a story. Why I say this, I see, but I don't know how. Look, I don't want to claim city and say, I'm a prophet. No. People will start.
Those that coming, prophesy.
prophesy,
Yeah.
and lie to people. But it just comes. I don't look for it, and I don't want to go out of my way and start, hey, I'm a prophet. No, I'm not. I'm just an ordinary person. But I'll see right through you. I can read between the lines. I don't know how. But anyway, what I see, poverty. I see poverty. If you look,
you're gonna get me cancelled. But no, guys, I don't want to
No, it's because no, you know why? No, because people are under the impression. No, people are getting the wrong impression that Blondie Makhene, Latoya, and they are this rich family, this successful family, where they made a lot of money. That's they're portraying that to be these rich people, these celebrities, and yet they has-beens. That's who they are, has-been. That's the reason why they went for reality show. It's a Mickey Mouse show, reality show. You understand?
Were you offered?
They go look for people who are impoverished, who are this reality show, it's a joke, man.
But wait, I saw Pauline go out to go to the clinic, and then after that she went out with her boyfriend. They were eating chisanyama and pap.
No, it's poverty, man. I want to talk about that. That's what I see, because every second week the fridge is empty. It's empty. It's sad. No, but they can hate me. I don't care.
Oh my gosh.
You know, people, I don't care. People don't believe me because people believe in celebrities. They love celebrities. They think Blondie, Makhene, Latoya, Pauline, and they're telling the truth. But they don't know that these people, it's scripted. What they do, what they say, it's scripted.
So the feast that we see on the show, where they are cooking salads,
And it's not even at home. It's somebody else's house.
huh?
And the clothes they're wearing, they don't have those clothes. It's like I think, I don't know whether reality show organized clothes.
Wait, what do you mean?
That house, it's not. It's not these
That's not
people.
the house that they're staying in.
No, the house that you see there where they're cooking and stuff like
Yeah?
that. I saw it, then I don't watch that rubbish. I'll be quite honest. You understand? I told you that I'm a man of principle and morals. You understand? I don't watch that show because I know the show is based Papa Makhene, Papa this. So it's a turner for me. You understand? Because I know they were just dragging my name into the mud.
Is that house hired? You mean the one where they were cooking?
It's not. They must have rented the house, or it's one of the ladies' apartment. One of those ladies from reality show. I think it's someone, a friend, maybe his apartment.
Wait, no. Remember, there are two houses that are shown. There's Latoya's apartment, and then there is also the house where they cook. So Latoya cooked for her baba. So in an apartment. And then there is a house where...
No, wait, is it where Blondie Makhene is sitting? There, he's there as well, in that house.
No. Where Blondie is sitting, Angiri is where they were now sitting, having to eat by the table. They were cooking on a black old stove.
Yeah, there's one place, yes. What they did, one place, I think, and that's a small part. It was at home.
Okay.
It was just a small part. But the rest of the parts and some other parts were done in someone else's house.
When they were shooting, were you around?
Yes, sometimes. Okay. Not always. When they were shooting, I was around. But I was not interested. Even if they never invited me, they never told me about it. But I don't like, taking part in such stupid, I'd call it stupid and things that would. I'm trying to protect my integrity, but I don't like taking part in things like that.
Does your brother often bring food at home?
No, he doesn't.
Because I saw on the show, he came in with plastic.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He can act like that. No, those people they can act. They would even go out of their way to go and buy grocery and say, you see, I bring grocery. It's an act, man. That whole thing, people must know. I want people to know the truth that those people, that whole thing is scripted because they broke. They are broke. They had to script. They had to raise funds. And you must remember that reality show deals with a family feuds like that. They love that. Because if they shoot something that is lovey-dovey, you know what I'm saying, quiet, and they won't make money.
Yeah, that's true.
You understand what I'm saying? So they look for these kind of things, family feuds, where indlu yakithi, hamba. So reality show They were very happy with the story. You understand what I'm saying? And the saddest part is that the reality show didn't even ask me, look, we would like you to take part in, blah, blah, as a family. And my family, the Makhenes, they're very angry, very disappointed. How could these people do this? And say Makhenes.
But how is it that they would finish doing that and they still don't have anything?
They don't have.
Saying.
They don't have. They don't have. 250, probably she took a big portion, a chunk, Latoya Makhene, Blondie's daughter. She took a chunk, I guess, because even John, the boyfriend, he's also complaining. He said, where's my money?
He's not paid yet.
Not
After
paid.
all these things he has done, I doubt he will get paid.
Not paid. But now my mom is old. She's just happy to. My mom is that type of a person. Happy, I'm on TV, my children are on TV. She's happy. She thinks my children are famous. That's how ignorant she's happy. Let me tell you. I'm not even afraid. My mom is happy because she thinks being on TV, only celebrities appear on TV. And I said it one day. I said to them, y'all think you're stars because you're on television. I said, everyone, even a dog, you'll see it on television. No, they're just happy to be on the screen because they love publicity. It doesn't matter whether it's good or bad publicity. Blondie Makhene, Latoya, all of them, they love that. They love publicity.
So now the question that I'm having is that when Latoya fell pregnant, was she in the shack with John?
I think, yeah, and then I always make a joke and say, they should have called the baby a Mkuku. I always make that joke and say, why did they call that baby Mkuku? Because she fell pregnant.
And they were staying in the shack?
Though I wasn't there holding the candle, but it happened in the Mkuku.
I mean, when she was pregnant and showing she was staying that shack.
Then she came back home.
After she was pregnant?
Yeah.
So during her pregnancy, she was now staying home?
No, because now what I'm saying, she came back home, it wasn't showing.
Oh, okay.
But the first, I think it happened right there by the guy's place.
So when she gave birth, she was staying at home.
And before that, let's go back to Latoya. Before that, you asked me what happened between me and Latoya. Latoya was changing men. Yep.
Not John?
Not John.
When she came back?
John came back later in the picture. I caught Latoya sleeping with a guy called Bobezi. Bobezi probably is the name of, these youngers. They've got all these names. These funny names. The Bobezi, the mountain. The other one called himself Intaba, is what, these names. So this other one is gay. He's a gay man.
Ha! So what was he doing there?
Let me tell you the story. Let me tell the story. How this whole thing came about between me and Latoya. Okay. Well, Latoya is suffering from asthma. Now I'm hearing in the room, in her sister's room, and the sister knew what was happening. That, whenever Latoya wants to do a thing, sister will shift and let her do it in the police room. So now, as I was next to her door. I don't remember what I was doing there, but anyway, because she's suffering from asthma. Yeah, this breathing thing, heavy breathing. I thought, hey, is this
An asthma attack.
asthma attack? Because prior to that, I spoke to her, when she came back as a Ramchol, I said, blah, blah. I sat down with her and I said, yeah, man, problems, what she's telling me. And she said, at some stage, she thought of committing suicide. Then when I heard that noise in the room, I thought, hey, probably she hung herself. I was panicking. I rushed to the door. You know what I'm saying? But before I could open the door, grab the handle, I thought, hey, Pops, wait, man. Maybe she hung herself, maybe asthma attack. Then something said, wait. I stood by the door. Only finds none of those. It was happening. It was time for Nkonzo, so they call it. You understand? That scream was the banging. The gay man was banging her. The gay man was banging her. While the gay man was banging her, and I thought, oh, Pops, listen again, listen properly. I went, it was happening. I'll say it in Zulu. So Zulus would say, Inkonzo. The church. Now the brother was banging. I'm thinking, now I waited. Now, then I thought, a knock, man. Because I could hear, no, this is not what I thought it was. This is that time. It's Nkonzo time. I said, kaka. Who could be doing this? Because I don't want a man sleeping here. So I said, no, it must be a man. Who else could be doing it? You understand? Or I thought, again, is it another lesbian doing her? So I thought, but this is what is happening. It's Nkonzo time. It's that time, Someone is banging this kid. Go. They jumped up, opened the door. First he said, Ramcholo, sorry, hey. I said to that boy, to Bobezi, his name is Bobezi. He was banging Latoya. A gay man was banging her. I said, hey, Bo. I said, listen, get the hell out of here. I said, I told you, I don't want men sleeping over. I said, respect. I said, respect this house. I said, I've never done it.
When all that was happening, where was your mom?
She's in the house. My mom is old. She's 103, and she, when you reach that age, the back problem.
Yeah.
No, she hardly.
She didn't even see what was happening.
No, but even if she knew, because I've chased this brother a couple of times. I've chased him out a couple of times. You understand? But my mom loves them too much. I don't know if it's love or but at the same time she loves where that life. You understand that life that my children are celebrities. My children, you understand what I'm saying? She's that type of mom. She's happy. The children are celebrities. They on TV. Do you understand what I'm saying? So then I said to this guy, Latoya's boyfriend, before this one, the current one, came into the picture. That's how the whole thing started. Bobezi was busy. I said, get out. Well, he apologized. Nkulu, sorry, man. Sorry, man. I'm very sorry. I said to him straight up, I said, tell me, who are you? You gay? What are you actually? Well, straight to the point. I said,
What made you question? Is it the way
no,
he
because
looks?
he's a gay. That's what made me question. He's gay.
You know him
Straight
as-
up, I know him.
Okay.
I know him.
So then
I was introduced by Latoya to this brother. She said to me, no, this is the guy we went to the same initiation school.
Is it
We were-
possible that maybe she lied to you to say he's gay so that you wouldn't think
No,
anything would
no.
happen?
I've seen him a couple of times before. I busted them.
Oh, okay.
He's a gay. He's gay straight up. He's gay. I mean, if you act, if you're a straight man and you want to play a part like a movie, that part, the gay part. If you're not, how long would you do that? If you get off the set, it'll be back to normal. You understand? But he with him, it was there. It was never, a once-off thing to say, today I must act gay so they don't see me. If it's an act, you'll forget that, by the way, I have to act, I have to stay that way in front of people.
So, but now, moving from him, because, I keep
Then
on getting these questions as you're talking.
Moving from him,
Moving from him.
it was another man next door. That's before this current one came into the picture. Then, after I chased this brother,
Even the next door
Latoya
one
was a
coming.
tenant. There was a tenant next door. Latoya thought that no one sees her. She thought, but I could see everything. The man next door, a tenant, and this guy's a married man. She loves that married man. She loves that. This guy happens to be a married man. Latoya's busy with this guy. He's a married man, but now she couldn't hold on to the guy because the guy's married. The brother is married. But the wife, probably she slips out. Then, probably, I don't know whether the wife found out, this guy's wife, the tenant, about Latoya Makhene and the affair. Then noticed that she's not going there anymore. Then probably, I don't know if it's because of this brother John. You understand? John is the baby
The baby daddy, yeah.
the baby daddy. Then she stopped for a while. Then it was the baby daddy, up and down, baby. Then I tried to stop her. Said, no, you cannot do this. I'm not stopping you from having an affair. I said, you're a woman, you're a big woman. But you don't do that here. Then she showed me the other side of her. F you! F you! F you! F you! Carried on for weeks. Because I wouldn't stop pestering this guy. To leave every time I'd say, hey man, I don't want you here, bro. Then I decided, well, let me go to the father. I called the father, Blondie Makhene. I said, Blondie, please come and help me with this problem. Latoya does 1, 2, 3. You know? Can you help me out? And we're in Latoya's room. We're in Latoya's room. I'm trying to remember. We're in Latoya's room, and the boyfriend is there, the current one. John. I said, man, help me with this problem, As a father, maybe she would listen to you. That's when I heard, we're trying to build something here. You come and mess it up. We're building. I thought to myself, building what here? With what? You building with what? With what? We're building something. Then the father said to me, why are you bothered? What's bothering you? And the funniest part, a brother, Blondie Makhene, saying that to you.
In the presence of Latoya.
Yes, and the
John.
boyfriend, yes.
Yo.
What did he say? He said, John, because he knows I'm capable. And he knows I'm capable. He says, John, if this man touches you, we, not you, to John, if he touches you, we are going to have him arrested. I mean, family saying that to you. It says, if he touches this man, can you hear that? No respect. No more. If this man, I'm a man.
And you're his older brother.
Older brother. If this man touches you, we are going to have him arrested.
How did you feel at that point?
I thought to myself, I felt bad that a brother could say that.
Yeah.
That will have him arrested. So I knew that they were pushing me so that they can have me arrested. He said to me another thing that really made me feel, damn, this is something else. Why are you so concerned about who they sleep with? I'm going to say it in the language and translate it. Why ule worried ka dikuku tsa bona? O batla ho robala le bona. Why are you so concerned about their sexual, who they sleep with, about their sexual life? Why are you concerned? Do you want to sleep with, not with her, with them? You know what?
Such an insult.
I was speechless. I thought, am I not
a father?
A father to these kids. Why are you concerned who they sleep with? It's not your business.
But it's happening in the house.
Do you want to sleep with them?
But if they're bringing their partners in the house, they're now making it your business. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
In terms of, if go do it out there, it's none of my business. But the moment you bring it to my vicinity, to my space, then yeah, damn right, it is now my business. Which is why, see, even me, I've gone through a divorce. The moment I left, I had to get my own place because I knew and understood that at my father's house, I can't even come home late. Not a matter of, and if I'm going out, I must account to where am I going. So I knew that's not the life I wanted for myself. I wanted to heal. I wanted to date. So I was like, I must do it at my own place. And I think it has nothing to do with control. It just has everything to do with respect, honestly. Like, I don't understand that part, And I think that obviously there are people that will sit and maybe say, you're saying that because you could afford to do that. But even if I could not afford to do that, then what I would do is that I would make sure that even if I'm going to be going out there to date, I would do it out there. I can't even bring a person to my father's house, let alone my grandmother's house. Like, that's disrespect pro max.
It is. So I was accused. Why didn't I allow all that? So it was a big thing. When he said that to me, I was devastated. I thought to myself, how could this man say that? Do you want ufuna ukulala nabantwana bami? Yabona. Why mibuzo eminingi so? Why ufuna ukwazi ukuthi ungafuni ukuthi amantombazana umntanami alale namanye amadoda. What's bothering you about that? Why are you concerned who they sleep with? Do you want to sleep? I thought to myself, damn, listen to this. You know what I did? I just backed off. I knew, Pops, this is too much for you.
So now, after you backed off, did Dawn still continue to come?
Yes. They continued. Then I tried again. it was during the day, I walked into Latoya's room because I saw the guy. Because, look, to be quite honest, well, I'm not contributing in the house towards food for my own personal reasons. Because when I saw this happening, I was going to do that, contribute, you know. But when I saw the way things are going in this house, that I thought to myself, no.
Why should
Am
I
I going to
contribute
feed-
when all these men can just come in here, eat anyhow, however, and they leave? So it's like a hotel here.
Absolutely. You got it.
Yeah.
I thought to myself, and what used to happen? Latoya, it was parties, alcohol, parties. When she gets money, let me tell you, she parties. It was friends, alcohol, parties. And they would cook meals. Whose money? The granny's money and the nephew's money. It was meals. And who has to wash the dishes? They would leave those dishes. The sink would be packed. And who has to wash it? The brother is. I can even show you the videos. I've even got videos where the brother in the kitchen doing the dishes. Latoya's mess. Doing all stacks of
No,
dishes.
you should send us, please, so that we can also see.
Stacks of dishes where my mom, they're saying I'm abusing my mom. I'll come back to that. Let's go back to Latoya. Okay, she carried on with this guy. He never stopped sleeping over. And one day I walked again and to tell this guy to leave. I don't want him sleeping over. She took there was a container of water, a water bottle, and it was full of water. She says, "Get out!" to me. Get out! No, you don't blame the drug addicts. Probably she's high. She said, "Get out!" Latoya, drug addicts, the father, the weed head, they're all of them. All of the Latoya, Pauline, all of them. Right? That's why that kid is like that. They are weed heads. Latoya will weed. Pauline. From the morning till sunset. Weed. Anyway, she had a bottle of water. A water bottle. I walked in the room. I said, "No, man." I said to this guy, you're not listening. You understand? But I was scared to lay my hands on the brother, pull him in, because they would definitely send me to prison. And not that I was scared. I'm not scared.
At this point, did you know that John stays in a shack?
I knew. Because I said, "Why doesn't he take you to his place?" I said, "That's what I would do." I said, "That's why I never stayed here. When I was a teenager, I left home because that's what I wanted to do." She took a bottle. She said, "Out, out."
Was she trying
Water
to use
bottle.
that water bottle as a weapon?
Listen, I'm not finished. Give me a chance. Yeah, what happened? What she did with the water. Out, get out. In my face. Wah.
Was the water not hot?
No. In my face. Said, "Get out." Screaming. No, she thinks she's they think they're educated, and yet they speak soapy English. They think they're so educated. "Get out!" Wah, in my face.
So what was your reaction?
My reaction? There was a bucket of dirty water full outside. She didn't know what was coming. When I turned, I saw that bucket. Black, dirty water. I was angry. I was scared to react and manhandle her. But I thought to myself, you know what? I grabbed that bucket back, and it's a carpet in that room. Wow! And John, I could see John wanted to, I could see that he's, and that's in my heart, I said, that's what I'm waiting for. He went, you understand? In my heart, I said, come boy, I'll show you.
And she now, when you did that,
She couldn't believe it.
was she screaming?
She had a hammer in her hands. She wanted to hit me with that hammer. I stood, said, hit me.
So she had a
No,
hammer
I
in her
knew
room.
that, of course, obviously, I'm not going to allow her to hit me. I said, hit me, but knowing that I'm not going to hit me. You understand? And allow that. You understand? I've done martial arts. I've done boxing. I knew when I said hit me, I've already seen the weak points. That if she comes this way, I'm already, you understand? I've already, as a boxer, martial arts artist, you calculate. You understand? You quick at that. You already seen the weak points of a person, of the opponent. So I said hit. I already knew that no, she's going to hit this way and I'm going this way and this is what I wasn't going to do anything. I said hit. All I was going to do is just to grab and take the weapon, the hammer. Wanted to hit me with the hammer. I said hit. And then, check this out. It was a big thing.
I'm sure the father ran.
He wasn't there
Okay.
when this happened. Obviously, they told him. And it carried on. Cops were in and out. In and out. She fabricated. She went and opened a protection order against me. You'll see it on these documents that I have.
Okay.
Saying that you heard the story, right?
Yeah.
But she said that I went to her room, and I had a hammer and an axe in my hand. I was ready to finish her. All right. And then when I read this thing, and the cops came. But before that, the cops were in and out of the yard. And people were wondering, what is happening in that house? Cops are in and out. And it was her. They were after me. They were in and out, in and out, in and out. I read that, the cops brought it. I even ended up, where I almost manhandled that cop because he was rude. You know how cops are. When they take a woman's side, they're looking at some other stuff.
And on top of that, I mean, this is Latoya. She's
this
famous.
is Latoya.
Yeah.
I want to sleep with this one. You understand? That's what a cop looks at. This man can go to jail. That's how they handle these cases. This man, I'll put this man in jail and I'll sleep with this woman. That's how a cop thinks. Anyway, yeah, the cops were in and out, in and out. And this cop said to me, we'll lock you up, stuff like that. I said to the cop, listen, I said to him, I said, why do you think prisons are built? Do you think they were built for birds? That's what I said to the cop. I said, no, Baba. I said, I was born and bred in South Africa, in Johannesburg. I said, I'm not one of those. I told him. I said, look at me. I said, I'm not a wimp. He says, yeah, I will lock you up. I said, I'm not a wimp. I said, listen to me. I said, listen carefully to that cop. I said, a prison is not built for birds or for criminals. I said, you find innocent people in prison. I said, don't scare me with that. I said, I'm not. He says, hey, when you go to Sun City, this cop is saying that to me. When you go to Sun City, hey, they're going to beat you up. I said, listen. I said, I'm a man. I said, it's fine. I said, I'm ready. I said, I'm not scared. I said, it was built for human beings. I said, I don't care. I told that cop. I said, no, I'm not scared of jail. I said, I'm not I said, I'm not the next guy. I said, check me out, bro. Because I trust myself. I know that when I get there, no man will touch me. If any man touches me, I will destroy you straight away. I told this cop, I said,
Not
you don't
with
scare me. I said, not with me.
But now her protection order case, how did it go?
Then, okay, after that, it was quiet.
Okay.
You know, everything went quiet. We were quiet in the yard. After that, I said, because I told myself, you know what, stay away from these people. You know, they can bring their men, their boyfriend. I said, it's not your business, Papa. I did just that. That boy would come in and out. Both, you could see that he walks freely now, like a G. You know what I'm saying? The brother was bouncing, and Latoya is feeding this man, buying clothes for this man. Even if he gets a small job, that man, I mean, he's come. The man had, you know, everyone in the area, in the neighborhood, knows the brother. Oh, this is when he met Latoya, the brother was, you know, was cool. You know, even the walk changed. You know what I'm saying? You know the brothers, you know how brothers are.
Yeah.
You know, when they got a little bit of something, you know, everything changes. You know, even the walk, you know, the swag, you know. Anyway, it was quiet after the protection order. For a couple of weeks, I'm sitting, because in my room, I made sure that I have all my tools, my necessary tools, that's studio. But you know, the studios today are not, you know, you can have a studio, a studio will be a size of a cell phone that can do everything. So I have a studio.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm busy working on my album. I'm busy in the studio. That's a couple of weeks later, after I was issued with a summons, protection order. A couple of weeks down the line, I'm busy. Quiet, it's been quiet. I'm not saying anything to them. I don't care what they do. You know, I just made a decision that, look, it's not your children. Why do you bother when the father says, it's fine. Let them sleep with whoever they want to sleep with. That's why Blondie's Makhene's children, Latoya will go. Leb was right. It's true. Sleep around Nigerians for cocaine. It's true. Go sleep with a dealer for cocaine. As you heard that now, she's complaining about the boyfriend, John, Latoya's boyfriend. And he even said, when they asked him about what does the father say, it's true what he said. He said, by a fan, they are all the same. Birds of a feather.
Flock together.
So he flocks, Blondie Makhene flocks with the children. They're all the same. So whilst I was doing on the computer in the room, I had, as I told you, that but I will talk about that later. But I have this thing, you know, that was you know, as the Bible says that He's a God of miracles, a God of wonders, you know, and so I fall probably under that category. And so when my heart just pounced, and I thought, cops. Because He's a God of science. This is how God speaks to me, science. If anyone should lie to you and say, God speaks to me and He tells me in my ear, bullshit, man. Science. So if I think of a person and I think, or if I look at you and I think you're this and you're that, then my heart says, cops. Open the door, it was cops. Cool. He said, look, you violated the protection order. I said, when? I asked this cop, I said, when? Today? Yesterday? Last week? 3 weeks back? I said, no. I said, how? When? He said, no, I don't know. Here's it. I said, but the last time I had an argument, I said, after I was issued with this protection order, I said, I stopped even talking to. I said to this guy, to this cop, sorry. I said, I even stopped talking to. I said, I don't. Period. I've stopped bothering them. Where the hell are you talking about? I said to this cop, okay, look, I don't want to argue with you. You're doing your job. I said, cool. You know, they thought, I'd be, hey, jail. No, don't tell me about jail, man. Who am I? Where was I born? I've seen it all. I've seen these things. Jail. I said to this cop, no, it's cool. I said, it's cool. Let me get ready. I closed the door. I changed. Said I need this and this and this. I changed my sneakers to my other pair of, the sneakers that I wear at home. I changed and I said, I'm cool. I'm ready. And before I left, I went straight to my mom. I said, Mom, now that I'm going to prison, because they all implicated. It was orchestrated. It was planned. My mom knows it very well. Because I went straight to her. I said, Mom, I said, can you see what you've done? I told her straight. I says, this is all of you, because of you. Because I remember Latoya saying in front of my mom, I'll have to say this. During that period when I was fighting with her, for bringing all these boys. Latoya said, right there in front of mom, something's amarrete. Okay, I have to translate now. Your balls. That's my private. Your balls. I'm wondering, where do these kids get this from? But it's the father's ways. I understood. Exactly like father, like daughters. In front of my mom. And I looked at my mom.
She said nothing.
Say something. She goes, when you walk in there, you'll find my mom.
So now, just so that the interview is not too long, were you arrested?
Then I was arrested.
How long did you stay?
I stayed in prison for 5 days. I was imprisoned. They fabricated that I violated the protection order, which I didn't. I was arrested, but by the grace of God. And whilst I was in prison, I'm a prayer warrior. Whilst I was in prison, I knew there was a purpose for me to go there, to go and save the brothers in prison. I went to prison. When I got there, before I left, I just went in my room and said a little prayer, and I left. I said, Mom, you've done this. I said, but anyway, it's cool. She never said to these girls, you cannot do this. Why are you doing this? This is my son, and this is my house. He's right. I went to prison, and when I got there, because I love training, I'm always I train right through. I never stopped training. When I was in prison in the afternoon, and they made sure that I get locked up on a Friday, knowing that no bail, no nothing, no visit. They planned it. It was on a Friday. They locked me up. It's cool. I went to prison. It's training. I was training every day, training. The walls. Because when I train, I hit the walls with my fist, Next day, I'm praying with the brothers, Some of them wouldn't pray. But after 2-3 days, all the brothers, the whole cell, they started joining me, praying. And And God said, because God, look, don't get me twisted. I'm not saying God spoke to me. Don't get me twisted. I don't want to be like my brother Blondie Makhene and the daughter Faith Gobelis. They are fake Gobelis. They are not. Where did they get this from? Wait, anyway, we'll get to that one later.